Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. We're back on the West Coast Mainline Overshap in the absolutely wonderful looking Class 87. Look at it in the InterCity livery as well. We have got Night of the Thistle for this one. So let's get the train set up. We've got about a minute or so here at Preston. And we're going to be heading up to Carlisle. So I'm going to do one of those split videos. So there'll be part 1 and part 2. Let's go over and get this on. DSD on. Come back. Oh, the little windows here you can look out. Oh, and we also now know what loco is coming to this route. We're also getting an 86. So it's going to be, yeah, a lot of variety on here. Changeover. AWS self-test. There we go. We'll pop the key on, set all of our lights up, so we got the marker lights. It's just weird, I'd sort of think that the marker lights would be there, and then the headlight would be in the middle, but no, that's the cab heat switch. Headlight on. Of course the headlight won't actually come on yet, it will still be off. It's until we set the reverser to forward, and then it will then light up. So we've got about 40 seconds or so. I can hear a diesel somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? I can hear it somewhere. Oh, there's a 101. That's quite a cool little there it goes, that heads out. Probably heading up towards Blackpool. Off goes the 101. In the snow as well. I thought perfect time of year coming up to Christmas to get a bit of snow in. Now we've got about 10 seconds. Should get the signal as soon as we get the time, ideally. So let's start releasing those. Put the loco brake on. Lock the doors. Buzz back the guard. And Lancaster is our next station stop. Wait for the brakes to come off fully, and here we go. I've not driven this for about a week, so it's quite exciting to sort of get back in it and in the snow, as I don't think we've done the 87 in the snow. We've done the 47 in the snow and the Pendo, but not the 87. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs. Whereas I don't think we've done it in the snow. Hang on, tell a lie. I think we have, but it was like light snow / sleet, not like how it is here. Might that be even more? And again, I know it seems a little bit daunting, this train, as it's a tap changer. I'm just going to turn that audio down actually. Hopefully you've been able to hear me. Yeah, it does seem a little bit daunting at first, this train. Do not worry, it's not that difficult. Let's run that down. Do a little brake test. Just to make sure they are working as they should be. Yeah, I'd say the brakes are functional. Now we'll speed up again. As we head out of Preston. That was proper deep though, look at that. Sleepers are gone. Only just about to see the railheads. Nice. So by the time we get up sort of past Oxenholme, it should be looking very good. Well, it's already looking good now, but see with all the hills covered in snow, that's going to look exceptional. There goes the line off to Blackpool, which again is in the game. The Blackpool branch is DLC. Another good one by JT. And we'll start getting that up to our top speed of, well, 80 for now. And I believe we do have Mark 3s, don't we? Yeah, we got Mark 3s, so we're like a proper intercity, so we can go up to full speed of 110. Did have a little bit of wheel slip there, so we'll be fairly careful. I think we're okay there. Let that speed up nicely. There is a neutral section around here as well, so we've got to be ready for that. That's not too far away either. PNE, I'm assuming that's Preston North End. Now we've got a couple of BR Blue Mark IIIs as well. A nice mashup. Let's up again. See, one thing which surprises me about this route, and it's a good thing, is you don't get any memory leaks like on the Frankfurt Fulda route, where literally every time you drive between Hanau and Offenbach, all the textures go blurry. Whereas on here, well, I mean, sometimes, say when we were in the free cam, that we then went back into the cab, it obviously has to load in again, but it doesn't stay blurry. Which I'm surprised for sort of a route which looks this good, and has a fair bit of AI. You don't get memory leaks, which is good. A very good thing. So we should be able to get up to 110 now. I'd imagine we have missed that board. I can't imagine it is still 80. So I'm pretty confident it is now 110. So we'll go up to 110. Especially if it's like a straight line as well. Probably get up a bit further and I'll see a 110 board and it'll be like, ah, we were going a bit quick. Along we go nicely. Nice and quick. Obviously you have got to be slightly more cautious because of the snow, which obviously is going to affect our braking capabilities and acceleration, as we've already seen a bit of wheel slip, but we should be okay. Again, this loco isn't as hard as it seems. Brakes are pretty decent. The accelerator, just don't get the bar into the red and you're fine. What's the speed limit for Lancaster? I think there's a 75. Yeah, I think it's 75, isn't it? But as we're going into the platform, it will come down to 20 miles per hour. Although if you're going on the up line, it's 30 into the platform. So this is the long, sort of flat, not as interesting part. So this is the fast part. And then after Lancaster, we then sort of start heading into the, well, already after Carnforth, you then start heading into the Lake District. And we're at 110. Let's start running that down. That neutral section can't be too far away either. Feels a bit quick, doesn't it, round there? But it is 110, pretty certain. 90% confident it's 110. And the speed limit on this route, it does, well, on these sort of lower parts of the route, from Preston up to Lancaster, it's basically 110 the full way. That bit's fairly easy. Lancaster to Carnforth, mostly 110. It's just really once you get sort of up near Oxenholme, T-Bay, all that sort of area, that's where it changes a little bit more often. But it's not the hardest route to learn HUDless. Yeah, it's after Oxenholme. Is it 85 through Oxenholme? Then at Grey Rig it comes down to 80. And then somewhere along that then goes up to 90, and then after T-Bay it's then back to 100. Yeah, something like that. And then like 90 you go in over Shack, and there's an 80 somewhere, then back up to 105, 110. Right, there's the warning for the neutral section, so let's get everything set to off. In fact, we are all run down anyway, so we'll just coast it through the neutral section. Although occasionally, even if you are completely ran down, power off, it still will kill the circuit breaker, and it won't come back on. Which in that instance, you just press the top left button there, out of those 4 black buttons, which is the overload reset button. Just press that and it will turn back on. And you'll know if it's turned off because all the fans will be off. There you go, and power's already come back. I'll wait for the traction fans to come back on. So yeah, don't apply power straight after a neutral section. Give it a little bit of time, as the train sort of has to come alive again. So let's whack that up again. That should be okay. Yeah, I can hear it running up. But who's looking forward to the 86 though? Which is going to be Just Trains' next DLC, I assume. Well, we know it's going to be their next DLC. Yeah, there we go. Let's speed that back up. I'm trying to think of like the mark of when you're coming into Lancaster. I know there's some sort of yeah, I think it's some sort of mental sort of hospital coming in, which is like a one of those sort of famous landmarks. Yeah, I think that, but I think the 75 starts just after that, so even if you see that, you're going to be speeding. So we shall see. You're coming down here. Oh, it's a steel train. Nice. Which we have done one of those now. Not across the full route. I think it went out to Carnforth. Or was that a 47? I think that was a 47, not in the 87. Absolutely flying along. Let's get a flyby shot. Now I bet there'll be a neutral section or some sort of speed change, and it'll be like, ah, great timing. Hopefully not though. Look at that though. What a beast. What a cool train as well. And a cool route. Cool route, cool train. And there is guard mode on here as well. Not the biggest fan of it on here, but there is. I might do a video at some point on it. Right, we can't be too far off Lancaster now. It's only about sort of 15 minutes from Preston, and it's been 12 minutes. And again, I can't really remember the marker for Lancaster, so I know we go over sort of a viaduct and there's a village below us. I don't think we've gone past that, and that's sort of south of Lancaster. I don't think we've gone past that yet. Let's get another flyby shot. There it goes. Proper good old traction. And I bet the seats were amazing as well, just it being a passenger. Whereas on these modern trains, they're just like that. The cushioning. I don't know. So those of you who do remember older trains, what do you prefer, the comfort of these trains or the comfort of newer trains? Because I suppose on newer trains they're more sort of, are they? Sort of more ergonomic, they're like firmer but then sort of better for you. Or do you prefer just literally going into a couch like seat? It's like LNER. Oh, hang on, this might be the village I'm on about. Yeah, it is, so we're not too far off Lancaster now. LNER in their first class. I wouldn't say the seats are really comfy. I mean, the first class on LNER is superb, but the seats are like, they're like firm, but they're like comfy. I don't know. It's like could be slightly more comfortable. It's better than standard class. Because I've got a trip I'm going on in January, going up to Inverness. So travelling up slightly plush in first class from London. We'll have a stopover in Edinburgh for a few hours. I was quite impressed last time by LNER in their first class, so I thought I'd do it again. It's quite a bit of money, but the way I think about it, if I'm going, oh hang on, this will probably be it coming up. If I'm going on a journey that long, it's 4 hours from King's Cross up to Edinburgh, I actually want to enjoy the journey. Whereas if I'm sitting in standard class, the toilet's really far away, it's busy, it's noisy, it won't be that enjoyable. So I thought I'll go in first class, which means I'm going to enjoy it. I get tea and food and drink. Well, the thing is, LNER first class or Avanti first class. Haven't tried Avanti first class. I know it's quite a bit more to upgrade. So that's what I do. I get my rail staff discount, which is 75% on LNER, and then upgrade on Seatfrog, which is like £40. Although weirdly, between Edinburgh and Inverness, it was actually cheaper to just buy like an advanced first class ticket than get a normal ticket, rail staff discount, standard class, and upgrade. Right, yeah, that's that. I think it's some sort of mental hospital, I think. So I was watching, what's his name? Schnauz Powerhouse, and another Train Sim World YouTuber. And he was sort of looking at all the landmarks on the route. Oh, 85 there. Does it come down to 75 though? Maybe that's if you're going the other way. Oh, that did come down to 75, but it's gone back up to 85. So we're coming down for the 20, although there is a bit of a gradient, I believe, coming into Lancaster, so it will slow right down, and then it can sort of catch you out a bit. Good with the sort of low winter sun already. But let's try and get a nice little photo actually. That's not really in the sun though, is it? Maybe there. Get a bit of that on, a bit of rotation. Thistle of the, was it not? Night of the Thistle. That's a cool name, isn't it? Night of the Thistle. Sure, that's a reference for something. Look at that beauty. Probably saying it's 20. Could be 15. No, it is 15. Oh, okay, we'll come down to 15 then. But then it's 30 if you're on the up line, and you come into sort of the, I think it's L2. That's what it'll be, the route indicator on the theatre box. There's a pacer over there. And then 15 if you're going over to where that pacer is. So we go right down the end of the platform here at Lancaster. Got what 101s in there. I wonder what our next stop after this is. Will it be Carlisle? This was sort of one of the faster services. I wonder. Yeah, that will do. Right, let's do the doors. We'll get that off. We'll pop that on. Lancaster. Right down the end. And we're on time as well, so that's good. Where are we stopping after this then? Oh, Carlisle's our next stop. Oh, okay. So we'll split somewhere. But we'll probably end up splitting sort of Oxenholme. That'll be sort of where I'll split the video. So it'll be one of those sort of on the move splits. Oh, that's good. Let me plug that in. Bloody dual sense. And of course all the cables are under the chair. There we go, let's get that switched on. Cool. If it had done that on the move we would have been buggered. Because usually it sets the emergency brakes and everything. Oh, you got the off indicator, that's cool. Right, let's get the door shut. Right, Carlisle is up next. Not too much there. It thought about slip in there. Nice and gentle. Yeah, alright, yeah, there we go. And you get the very nice bridge as you come out of Lancaster as well. Which from comments I've heard the public footpath is there. It's still there, so you can sort of go up there and watch trains on it. It's pretty cool. There's a pacer in the BR provincial livery. Looking just beautiful. Weird thing is, when I sort of think of pacers, I think they're like much older than they actually are. Like when I first saw them, I was thinking, oh, that's what 19, you know, late 1960s, early 1970s. But pacers, in a way, sort of when this route is set, are new, you know, sort of the mid 80s. Which I always thought pacers were much older, but no, which was mid 80s is not, you know, really that long ago. I'm trying to get a shot of this on the bridge. Bit of rotation on it. Hey. What's it like on that side? Oh, that's quite nice with the castle up there. Yeah, let's get that. There you go. Whack that up a bit more. Awesome though. Yes, actually, probably be at Carnforth. We'll split it. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, as this route is quite long. I mean, when the Tadami line comes out, that's like 2.5 hours one end to the other. So we'll have to split that up. Otherwise, it'll be uploading all night. Yeah, the internet we have is not great. I think the upload speed is about 9 megabits per second, which back in 2017 was quite quick, but now is nothing. That's the reason why I don't do sort of streaming across YouTube, and I think it's YouTube Shorts you can do, because the internet will just die. It's like when I download something, it just kills everything, which is quite annoying. Especially on the PS5 Pro now. If I try and download something on it, like the internet just dies everywhere else, because I think the Pro has some sort of like quicker Wi-Fi, so it basically just takes more juice off the Wi-Fi. Oh, there's a neutral section up here, isn't there? Has there been a warning board for it yet? No, there's the warning board there. Let's kill that. Yes, you've got the Morecambe branch, which is about to shoot off to the left fairly soon. It's great that, I mean, I never experienced this era, so it's sort of great to be able to experience it in the game. Obviously, I know it's not going to be proper, but still, sort of cool to just see how it was. We've been through the neutral section. Oh, there it is there. I saw the 110 board, so we'll be able to go up to 110 once we pass through here. So you see the line light went off. It's come back on, which is good, so we'll wait for the fans to power back up and then we'll speed up. Yeah, that should be alright. Let's get that up. There's the Irish Sea there. The West Coast Mainline actually meets the West Coast. So this is Hesbank, but I think it's spelled H-E-S-T, but I think it might be a silent T. It's a Hesbank. You've got the signal box there as well, which you can go in. Oh, we're slipping a bit. No, we're all good. Oh, we're slipping again. You can sort of hear the wine just going wow as it slips. Poor 87. Yeah, now I think we'll get up to Carnforth and then we're in this part of the video. As that's quite a good natural point to end. As this is sort of the flat part of the route, and after Carnforth it's all over the place. Sort of the lowland part of the route, I suppose. Right, we're in max tap now. Just an enjoyable loco to drive. It's just like, yeah, there's a bit more to it. Not much more to it. Not as much as the 101, where you've got to do the gears constantly. And yeah, don't be put off. You might have, maybe people, or maybe there's just the perception that the 87 is really hard to drive. It's not. Brakes are alright. It just with the acceleration, the only thing you need to remember is don't get the amp meter into red. So all you got to remember, and you're fine. And remember for neutral sections, just to power off. Which you'll see the warning board, which is the black one with the white bars, and then by the neutral section have the power to off. That's it. That's Carnforth. So I think yeah, that is probably where we will end part 1 of our journey towards Carlisle there, the InterCity night. Oh, hello. What's happened there? Open air coaches? I don't think that's meant to happen, but I mean, that's just one of those gimmicky things with photo mode. If we go closer, there you go. But yeah, oh, that's blurry. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed part 1. I'm sure part 2 will be out shortly. Links can be found in all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye guys.